Hello, everybody. Oh, light over there. How would you guys like for me to talk about Silver Moon? No, I'm actually talking about Boueibu. I guess. I don't know. Unless you want me to. Well, I'm going to actually talk about. Staring into your soul. Actually, no. I'm actually going to give my full reviews of episode of Boueibu season 2 up to episode 6, which just aired today. Yeah. Hold on, I'm filming this. Oh my god, it's so cute. Okay, this actually, I wrote these all in my DeviantArt. I'm actually just going to basically not really read on these. I'm going to read them, but going to elaborate here. Link, say hi to the internet. Say, "Aw, internet." Say, "Aw, look at my little hamster. She's a girl." But okay. Actually, let me go on the episode list because it'd be really stupid. Oh, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to talk and type. But with the episode list because, Link, you're getting my wig. Because, if you really like, just do not tell the titles of the episode. Great. The wiki only has season 2 up to episode 2. Let's see if I can remember all of them. Fun time. Okay, episode 1 or 13, which is called Love Once More. Okay. Hands down, I loved it. But, a piece of my hair coming through. Oh my god, I'm sorry, these bangs are probably bugging you guys. Well, guess what? They're bugging me too. However, I got this wig from. I actually bought this wig from a Chinese seller. Whoever thought these bangs were a good idea. Now I have to fix them at the asylum. I was saying, I loved it, and I'm really mad at the staff. Wanna know why? Do you really want to know why? I bet you do. That's probably why you're watching this. They made them go study abroad. Like, it's not infuriating anyone else if they've left. They were like, the staff was like, we wanted it to be fair. We didn't think 8 against 1 would work for monsters. Which is total BS because Sailor Moon did it like all the time in S. And in Stars sometimes. That really bugs me. I'm sitting straight and these buns, they're uneven. Just like this for the rest of the video so you guys don't get annoyed. I really liked episode 1. It was funny, really it's fairly well written. I liked the transformations. They're very Sailor Moon-esque, especially Yumoto's. The monster was Hourglass. It was really funny. With one thing I didn't really like is, I rated this episode like 4.5 or even a 4.9 out of 5. I watched it probably like 7 times whenever it was out because I was like, oh my god, I need episode 2. I needs it. And I just was so excited for it. I mean, the previews and everything, it looks great. I mean, episode 1 was fantastic. And I watch it actually a lot, to be honest. Ow, I kicked something. But, like I said, I liked it. Goro was hilarious, but that was really bad at episode 2/14, which is Love is a Mayfly. I'm just gonna say this. I don't really know where to start with this one. It did start off with the Boueibu twins talking about being evil. They were like, we cannot let anyone who opposes us be around, blah, blah, blah. But then the monster of the day, well, the student himself pops up. He was, how do I say it? Interesting. I didn't like him when I actually watched it 3 times now. The 3rd time I actually really did enjoy it. The first 2 times I watched it, I was like, don't like this. But the guy was really funny. He had really cute hair. He had really cute. His eyes were pretty. The press society was back. I also found it really funny when Achi's like, it looks like a love hotel about the twins' house, and Emoto's just like, what's a love hotel? And they're like, oh my god, don't tell him, don't let him know what a love hotel is. And they all cuddle him, and he's just like, get off of me. I got a song from Brad Pitt, get off of me. But then they get off. Emoto pushes them away, and then he's like, don't cuddle me. And like doesn't say anything, but she's like, and then the twins are like, oh hello. And he was like, oh, it looks like a love hotel. And he gets slapped in the back of the head by everyone, and he was like, ugh. Ow. Okay, ow. And then the twins get coupons from Emoto, and then they crush them like this, and they're like, we won't forget your face. And like they're so evil looking, they're like, can't do the face. Emoto doesn't even realize this too. And the twins do transform, they cuddle, and they start singing their song. Da, 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 da. And their transformation, it's actually a duo transformation. They're transforming at the same time. And if you didn't watch my last video, this is one of their transformations. This is Akihiko. I like him a lot more than Haruhiko. Haruhiko, this is Merti Luna, and then his brother is Salty Soul, which is Haruhiko. Haruhiko is so salty, guys. Like, you just don't understand. Well, weird lighting change. The monster was a tofu monster. It was weird, and I would rate this one. I rated this one a 3 out of 5. Because, like, I was so excited for the previews, and I watched the real episode, and I was like, oh, this really isn't what I wanted. And then the next episode, if you know who my favorite Boueibu character is, this is very biased. Episode 3/15, which is Brotherly Love. Like I said, I'm gonna start out really biased in this because he's my favorite character. I loved it. I watched this one probably about 12-15 times. It's that good, okay? It starts off with your tiny baby Emoto crying because he got beat up. And theory time next, because one of my theories is that he was beat up by Akihiko and Haruhiko as a child because they don't like him. Duh! This is like so amusing. If I was Usagi, I'd be like, I just play this all day long. Okay. Get down. This bug's actually a little too big for my head. Oh, and then it starts up, and then Goro calms him down. And then it goes to the present, and Yumoto's like, hey, we're gonna read stories to the little kindergartners because the student council's gone. And then they're like, what? We're not doing that. And then while they're at a table eating, the only member of the Poet Society, who was voiced by the same guy who was the student monster of the day for season 1, episode 2, and he's like, why? Why are you? Like, he's actually, like, he speaks some broken English, and he goes, why? My favorite line goes, oh, Jesus! Like, it's so funny. I make it sound really stupid. I just should shut up. But, sorry, scared me. But, he starts complaining about how, like I said, he should be the one who's reading them. He speaks in random English. And everyone eventually agrees after Goro, like, goes, you're gonna read to the kids, Emoto. And I was like, oh, okay. And then Io actually spends a lot of money on this set. Like they're spending money with Yumoto, like they love him, you know. And while they get ready to perform their little play, which is doing Jizo and the Hats, which Yumoto and his brother used to play. And there's a whole little backstory. It's really cute. And yeah. They're watching him. You're watching Yumoto eating a rice ball because Goro's like, here, you need to eat these because you're waging war against things. Yumoto's like, we're not in a war, bro. We're not in war, big bro. Yumoto eats like one rice ball or two, maybe one or two, and the twins like, look at him stuffing his face so that I care in the world. How dare he? How dare you for biting at your cage? I let you out and everything. You make me seem like I'm a terrible owner to you on the internet. Yeah, I'm a good owner. She likes belly rubs and nose kisses. See? look, that's you. That you. Uh-huh. But, they're like, oh, we want Gora's rice balls. By the way, Yumoto can't act. Yumoto has the lead role in the play. He can't act. At all. Like, at all. He really can't act. The twins send out the Mike Monster, who is the poet guy, and the kids are like, is it the hero show now? The blurry faces are funny, which I find them funny too, kids. It's a long story. Stop that. Yeah, I know, you're talking. You're a big talker. Gora watches them fight, and once Yumoto even, like, he's talking to himself, like, he's like going like, Yumoto, get back up. Yumoto, give the monster your love. Because Yumoto, like, even gets down. Like, he gets it down by the rest of them, and Gora's like, Yumoto, rise again, Yumoto. And he's just like, he stands up, it's like, yeah. And then Yumoto gives this huge speech about, oh, it doesn't matter if your acting's terrible or not, as long as people love it. And then, like, Wombat and Gora cry, like, oh, it's so beautiful. And at the end, they win. The twins are mad, and they mutter how Yumoto's like, they're like, oh, he has to go. And they're even at the end of the episode in their little house, and they're doing a little hobby, like, oh, curse him, I hate him. And it's really good. I rate this one out of 5 out of 5 because I'm completely biased and I like this one. Here comes the part when I actually don't know them, so I need to go on my Crunchyroll account. Oh, you scratched me, hamster. She's such a jerk to me. But I'm gonna go on Crunchyroll so I can see the names because I don't know any of the names. Oh, this next episode, I really hate it. I'm just gonna say right now, I don't like it. Okay, the synchronicity, I can't say it, of love. The sync of love. I can't say that word that it is because that's really long and I don't know it because I'm an American. I don't know how to pronounce stuff. Just can't go to a really crappy school. I don't know anything. Oh god, this episode 4/16, which is the syncrasy. There you go. Of love. I hate this one. I really do. I hate it just as I hate it more than I don't like episode 10 of season 1. I love Yumoto, but I actually, let's put your head in there. I actually just did not like episode 10 of season 1. That's for another story though. It involves a pair of Italian twins, or the Salvador brothers, the Defense Club, and chest hair. It was funny a little bit. The only scene I actually laughed at was whenever Yumoto is like washing Wombat and he's giggling in the bathhouse, and you see Haruhiko with his little garden scissors. He's like this close to his neck, like, I hate him, I want him dead. And then Akihiko's like holding this little thing like, are you saying we should make a monster and get him? And Haruhiko's like, yeah, do that, do it right like that. It turns out the twins are arguing over something really stupid. The Italian twins are. They create a monster by that one twin. I think it was Alvin Salvador. I don't remember. I can't really watch it. Like I said, I watched it like twice and didn't like it at all. The monster wants people to have chest hair. Yeah. And its eyes are nipples. You know, he's basically, there's a joke on Tumblr going, oh, I love Tokyo Ghoul, because, like, it's true that, like, if you watch Tokyo Ghoul, I don't have my bag in here, but, like, they have, like, little things that look like energy things that they can kill you with it. It's really cool. I can't remember what the Japanese name is, because I'd probably butcher it anyway, so I'm not gonna try to say it. Io's like, don't look at me! And Ryo's like, what's wrong? He's like, don't look at me. I'm so angry. I'll just... Yumoto cries because the other twin has chest hair and he starts ripping it out. It's so awkward because, like, okay, the first thing Yumoto's like, I'm not gonna blast this guy with my weapon. They get, like, trapped and everything. And Yumoto's like, I'm not gonna blast this guy. And he kills Wombat. He's like, get his brother right now. And then Wombat gets his brother, like, in 5 seconds. Not even, like, 10 seconds later. And I'm like, what are you doing? And then, they heal the brother. The other one who's tearing his chest hair out stops, and like it's really weird. Then Yumoto heals him, and then the guy's chest hair grows back. I would rate this if I could a 0 out of 5, but I liked a couple scenes, so I rated it a 2 out of 5. Most of us want to forget whatever happened, which I am one of the people. Episode 5 or 17, which is Receive Love. Oh. One word. Balls. You know, volleyballs? What were you thinking? Get your head out of the gutter, you dirty pervert, you. It starts off with I actually watched this on a Japanese live stream from TV Tokyo when it came out. If you want the link down below, let me know. I might put the link. And if you don't want it, I don't know if you really want it, but you can just literally Google TV Tokyo free streaming. Okay. And it starts off with this guy playing volleyball. And he's voiced, if you do not recognize his voice, he is played by the same guy, same Japanese voice actor of Italy and Romano and Italia. And the president, the guy is like, oh, I can't do this anymore, president. I can't get I can't receive any of the balls. And the president's like, well, fine, leave. And the guy cried. The guy's running away, crying, going, oh, I thought you cared. And then he chucks it out. He gets so mad he chucks it out. And the battle over the defense club, a leaf falls into En's hand. He's like, oh look. It's autumn. We're gonna be graduating soon. I'm like, no, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. You're not gonna graduate. What my cup is? It's a Sailor Moon cup. I got Spencer's. I'm drinking water. No, I'm not. I'm lying. I'm drinking something else. No, I'm not drinking alcohol because like you even cared. And they're like, oh look, things really do come falling and fall. And then a volleyball comes out and Emo just like blocks it, like, you know, I know me, and comes like, whoa! And Natsushi like, oh my god. And it's like, and like Ryu's like, oh my god. And Io is like, and Natsushi's like, wow. And Emo's like, wow, things really do come falling and fall. And it's so ridiculous. And then the president just watches them like surrounding them, like, oh, you did so well, you mom. Basically going, oh, good boy. Like, you know, like, just like really being nice, like, oh, you saved us, good, yeah, thanks, Yumoto. And then it goes to the next day, like, la la la. Yumoto, you see him leaving his class 1A, and then he's like, the guy stops him, and Yumoto's like, oh my god, I really gotta pee. And he really has to pee, and the guy won't let him go through. He's like, I want you on my team. This is the volleyball president, not that's the guy, but this is the volleyball president. He's like, he will not let Yumoto go through until Yumoto says yes, he will join, and if he will have 4 other players. So Yumoto's like, since I'm really about to wet myself, yes, I will. and I have you covered for 4 other people. And he leaves like crying. He's about to pee himself. Like, he's like, and I'm like, oh no. Then back to the defense club room. They're talking randomly about volleyball and how to spell it, and they're like, what? And they're like, obviously anyone how to spell volleyball. And Jimoto's like, what is it about? Let's start with Jimoto. A B, because that's volleyball. And Rio's like, no. And he says it's so funny. I might be able to play it really fast. Let me go on, like, Tumblr. But, like, they're talking about it, and apparently, shit, I'm trying to think of it. Volleyball is actually same kanji for excrement ball. So Ryu's like, oh, it's like crapping out a ball. And you're like, what? What? You know, it's really funny. It was really funny to me. But and like they're talking about how everything is like this. Okay, I have my thing being plugged. And then Io's like, oh, this is how you pronounce volleyball. Just want to play.
Volleyball.
He says it like that. It's like volleyball, and you're just like, oh. It's really. And then like, the guy was like, oh yeah. And then the guy bushes in, and like, Blona's just like, you guys should be in the gym. And Emo's just like, oh yeah, starting today, we're joining the volleyball team. Like, what? You want what? Excuse me. Then the defense club starts to train, and Atsushi thinks, this is what he says, it's like loosely what he says, like, to think all this happened because Yimoto needed to pee. And is really lazy. Ryu almost hits the vice president's balls. Yeah, the vice president shouts at them to hit his balls. He's like, hit my balls! You need to receive my balls! And they start talking about it. It's so, like, it's so juvenile. It's so stupid. And a lot of ball jokes. And the twins, the twins are really gay for Gora. And it actually turns out that the two watched Gora on CID, which was Can I Destroy the Earth growing up. The two make a monster out of the volleyball guy. I even predicted this on my Tumblr. I was like, hey guys, in Sailor Moon there's a monster. It was a big ball. And it almost killed them. And I'm like, I bet that's gonna be episode 5. Because episode 5 is Super S, so it's the same monster. And guess who was right? This chick. Yes. The fight was only 2 minutes long. It sucked. It was a really good fight though. It was like, you can't defeat me. I was like, oh, you're just a diamond in the rough. You'll be fine. And okay, about this guy who got turned into a monster. He's a stalker. Like, he goes into the bathhouse and just is watching them. And Gora runs out like, oh my god, the peeping Tom. And the guy gets chased out. Even the twins are like, what the fuck is that guy? Like, who is that? Like, what? Why was he there at our man's house? And then the twins vow to destroy Moto again, and it ends. I would rate this a 4 out of 5 just because the fight was really short and the ball jokes there was too many. In my opinion. Oh, and fun fact, that vice president guy is 26. He's still a high school student. And then today's episode. 6/18. Everyone loves someone. The Io Ryu and the Enatsu plus Yumoto, which is the Enatsu Moto family, was strong. I loved it. In the beginning, Yumoto's running back like, yay, class is over, I'm so glad like this sing song like, yay, class is over, I'm out of class, yay, yay. You know, he goes in the fence club room, and he notices it's really quiet, and you see Enatsu standing there like, hi, Yumoto, and you see Ryu and Io like they're not even facing each other, like, Ryu's on his phone like this. And then you see, like, oh my god, I can't think of his name, Io, on the other side of him, on his laptop, just typing, on his tablet, I can't remember his tablet or laptop, just typing away. And Jimoto talks to his parents, and Atsushi, about how sea slugs are hermaphrodites and how they can mate. And he's like, oh, it's like big belly buttons, like, innie, outie, he's really cute, like, he just, like, he's so happy. And Atsushi like, oh, tell us more about how you do that, Yumoto. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll keep telling you. And it's so cute. Like, it's I'm like, oh, you guys are such a mom. Yumoto goes to, and Yumoto turns, he's like, oh, why are you guys so quiet? Oh, it's really funny too when he walks into the room. He grabs his bag and puts it around the teacher, like, goes, what? Yeah. It was really cute. Okay, I really liked it. And then Ryu and Io are ignoring him. Like, Yumoto goes, Io senpai, and Io's just like, what do you need? Or something like that. And then Ryu's like, what do you want? And then Io's just like, sorry, I asked. Jeez, like, jeez, fuck you. And then Natsushi ends like, they act really rude to him. Like, they're very rude. They're just like, leave us alone. We don't effing like you to begin with. Then En tells Yumoto, he's like, I'm going to the bathhouse. I know it's early. And he's like, you're going, Yumoto, and Natsushi, you are too. And they're like, okay, whatever. Without Io and Ryu. Like, he's like, are you guys coming? And they just ignore him. They're like, whatever. Wombat stays. Ryu was like, hey, Wombat, want a piece of candy? And I was like, Ryu senpai, I'll take a piece of candy from it. It looked like it was cherry candy too. Which makes, and the funny thing is, it was a yellow wrapper, and the inside was pink. So much Io Ryu colors. Ryu gives him candy, Wombat eats it, and Io's like, Wom-san only like spinach. And then Wombat coughs it up and starts to choke on it. I'm like, oh my god, help him. Ryu's like, well, it's because Wombat will accept anything if you're being nice. This is actually foreshadowing later on in the episode. And then it goes back to Natsu and Yumoto at the bath talking. And it turns out that Io and Ryu have always hated each other. They hate each other from the beginning. They're like, I don't like you. And like, Ryu's talking like, oh yeah, my date never makes me pay. And he was like, oh, that's so funny. And basically these two, they hate each other. And then they learn about the defense, and then they actually want to both join the defense club at different times. So like, Io and Ryu, Io goes in the one's like, hey, can I join the defense club? Is the defense club real? Can I join? And En's like, sure. And then with Io, he's like, can I join? And they're separate. And they're like, oh yeah. Stop that. And then, Ryu, and then they both join him, and they're running up to there, and they're like, Ryu's like, the defense club is a perfect thing for me to do nothing, I can nap. And then Io replies, well, I can check my stuff in silence. And they don't know at the time, like, and then they start walking to the bathhouse, and then that's when the flashback ends, whenever they get doused in water. Then a panda monster appears. Like, it's this cute panda. Well, in the beginning, too, Yumoto talks about how he thinks Ryu's like, Io's like, oh, sea slugs are cute. And Yumoto's like, I like sea slugs. I like cows more. I like brown cows more than black and white cows. Well, then again, I also like pandas because they're black and white. And just like a whole bunch of random stuff like that. So that's when the panda comes in. Then the real panda, there's a panda monster. And the panda monster is like kind of like a whitish gray. And then like green spots, like dark green. And the panda's being all like fucking cute, like, oh yeah, I'm so cute. Look at me. I'm just gonna be all cute and adorable and evil. And then they transform. And Natsumoto, like, and Atsushi and Yumoto transform. Because Yumoto's like, let's just go. We're gonna go. They'll show up. The panda is like, oh, I'm so cute. And then when they come up, the panda, this is something I would have only seen like in South Park or something. No, the panda shows like butt, and like the panda's pooping. I'm like, as a poop, I brought it on Tomoquay, like the panda poops, and like I was like, okay, maybe like just poop, like regular poop, like an animal poop, like I don't give a shit. No. They show the whole butt. It's like its whole butt, like it turns around and like, no one wanted to see that. What the crap, Japan? Literally. The panda then and Natsushi and Yumoto, the panda's like, oh, you can't touch me because I have all these people around me who will do anything I say. And they start throwing, the students start throwing rocks at the defense club, the three of them. And then the panda says, like, my poo doesn't stink because I only eat bamboo. And it throws its poo. And they jump, like, oh my god, that's so gross. And Yumoto calls it throwing its poop perverted. I'm like, Yumoto, no, it's nasty. Then they all three attack the panda. Like, their attack combines. The panda grows like four times the height of Yumoto, And the panda starts like rambling on, and he kicks Yumoto. He kicked, and he falls into the sky. Like you see him like basically blocking the sun. And he lands head first. And Anachi, you're like, oh my god, Yumoto. This causes Papa and Chen Papa and Atsumama to get like, oh my god, our child. Yumoto doesn't get up for another 30 seconds. Like, he's out for almost an entire minute. So I have a feeling he was probably knocked out for like a good 30-40 seconds before waking back up. They almost literally die because like the panda starts shooting like bamboo splinters. Like, it's a very big flashback, this episode 2 of season 1. Poor Yumoto though. Aw. They almost die, and then Io and Ryu show up. Yay! They literally start jumping on the panda. Like, they hit Taylor. They're like, oh, we're still mad at each other. And then like they attack the panda. They aren't jumping at the panda. They even almost jump on his eye, and I'm like, Jesus frick. And then Yumoto, they're like, oh, we can do it now. And Yumoto gives it them. And he goes, hey, Io, Ryu, senpai, you can do it. Like, you know, in episode 8 of season 1, where it's like, Anachi, you guys can do it this time. They heal the monster, and then the Vepper show up. They even go, Vepper! When did they hear their names? They never heard their names. I'd probably have to rewatch it to see if they actually did say it. The Vepper is like, oh, you know, Salty Soul and Melty are like, you don't need the love. We deserve all the love. And En's like, I get the feeling they don't like us. Well, no, duh, this thing was someone sending out monsters to kill you. And then we get to finish up with Io and Ryu's backstory. The thing of water that actually lands on Io and Ryu is actually water from Bucket from Yumoto, because Yumoto is actually cleaning. He's cleaning the roof tiles. He's cleaning, and he goes, whatever, chucks the water like this behind him, like a whole big, like probably like a pretty big thing of water, like not big, but probably a normal sized bucket of water. And then the two are arguing again. So Gora grabs them and like, oh, we'll wash your uniforms up really fast. And he grabs them, basically yanks their uniforms out and throws them into the bath. It was funny. And then he goes with Yumoto and he's like, Yumoto, wash and iron these, please. And was like, oh, are these Beidan high school uniforms? He looks back up. His brother's gone. He's like, well, fine then. And then Yumoto's like, I'm so sorry, that was me. Like in the present. He's like, I'm sorry, that was me. He threw water on your jackets. And like, oh, that was you? That's okay. And he's like, oh, not the water. I was a little, so since to hurry, I was a little carefree when it came to the inner lining of your jacket. And they take off their jackets like, what? And there's a huge pink heart sewn on there, like a patch. Because Yumoto must have burnt their jacket inside. And Yumoto's like, he's probably in 8th grade at the time. Yeah, I believe he's in 8th grade because Io and Ryu were first years. So Yumoto's like probably 14 years old, right around the same age as Usagi, so it's just like whatever. And then it ends after like they're smiling, like, oh, I really like this episode. I will rate this a 5 out of 5 with many things. It was great. It was a really good backstory episode. It was really funny. It was really cute. And next week is a Christmas episode. It's called Love is the Christmas Miracle. So it's like the Christmas Miracle. I have school next week, but I will definitely watch it as soon as I get off of school, and I'm going to cry. Because I really hope, I have my fingers crossed, the student council will come back, maybe. And that's all my reviews for season 2 of Boueibu at the moment. Like I said, my favorite episodes so far have to be the 3rd episode and the latest episode. I did really like the volleyball episode. But after I watched this one, and that's today, I'm gonna probably go rewatch it now. But I'm actually writing a story at the moment. But I would really suggest trying to watch Boueibu if you have not. But I can, if you want me to, I will definitely make another video. I can make another video about season 1, like what's my favorite episodes, what I really liked about season 1, what I didn't like, if you really want me to. I don't mind. But if you liked this, then please give me a big old thumbs up. Give me a thumb. I would really appreciate it. And if you do, you can, if you want to, you can definitely subscribe, become part of the magical family today. I was gonna say become a magical girl yourself, but let's all face it, this channel is about one thing and one thing only: magical boys. And a little bit of magical girls, because I do have some I have a big heart of magical girls in me. Because my cup is Sailor Moon. I even had my wand. I had it because I was going to play with it earlier. This is so much pink on my, this is really pink on my camera. I almost died. And I'm actually thinking of doing a little giveaway sometime. I have a 24-hour Crunchyroll guest pass that I really have no friends to give it to, and if you really want to enter, I will definitely do a giveaway. Hamster, stop it! So I will do a giveaway, and if you want to enter the giveaway, all you really have to do is leave me a comment down below in the description box. All you have to do is comment down below what you think of Boueibu season 2 so far. And if you want, I can actually wait to do end the contest until season 2 ends, so you could watch all of Boueibu with no commercials. You can, like, I'm not saying you cannot go one for your websites, but I will have this going until the last week of Boueibu airing. So every video now, at the moment, I will actually make a contest video in a minute after this, because I actually have no use for this, and next video will be all about the contest rules. So, and like I said, if you like this video, give me a good old thumbs up. Comment down below what your favorite episode of Boueibu is so far. And like I said, you can subscribe now to become a part of the Magical Girl family. Yay! You can say bye-bye to Yumoto, because Yumoto is my son.